Job, job, good job, job. All right, guys, let's go. So, today, we are here with Adam. Say hi. All right, that was a great hi. Cole, say hi.
What's up?
All right. So, today, I believe that we have officially named our podcast. Am I correct in saying this?
It's called
Yes.
Shitters in the Bed.
Shitters in the Bed. Correct.
3.
I when I came up with this name, I was thinking about, damn,
You shitting in the bed.
why did you steal my spotlight? I was gonna say that, and it was gonna be great. No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
It's
dude.
not-
Wow, Adam,
it's
how
not Shitters
rude.
in the Bed.
God, dude.
RXD.
But it is the YakPak. We are the YakPak, and
We're a group of Indian bison, yes.
yes,
Indeed. Yep.
and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm excited for how this is gonna go. So, that being said,
Are we on to topic number 1?
topic number 1 for today. So, for those of you that don't know, I work at Walmart here in Indiana, and so does Cole.
As do I.
I gypped him into doing that shit. Cole, do you ever regret your decision of like working at Walmart? Because I told you to.
Definitely not, because
Really?
being a cashier, I literally get to just stand out in front of the aisle half the time and people watch, and it is the greatest thing ever.
That's bullshit. Fuck that. Okay, so at Walmart, if at least I'm pretty sure it's the same everywhere. You get paid $11 an hour starting out, right? So
Yeah.
I'm a stalker, right? Well, technically it's called Cap Team 2, and you like unload all the trucks and everything.
Which
all
is
kinds of shit.
totally overrated.
And then you also have to stock all the shelves, and they will like fucking yell at you if you do not get it done fast enough. And it's like freaking like the fucking like Walmart military back there, okay? And then he gets to stand out and go beep boop beep boop all fucking day and get paid the same amount as me. I think there's some bullshit in there.
Yeah, you're not entirely wrong, but at the same time, it's just kind of like whatever. They gotta pay all their employees the same amount, so
No,
fuck
they
it.
don't. Fuck that shit.
Money.
Money.
Okay, so working at Walmart, and so when you're a stalker, like obviously I'm not stocking shelves and stuff all the time. Obviously, crazy fast fucking people come in Walmart like all the fucking time. So
Crazy fast? Like,
crazy ass, yes, crazy
Oh.
fast. Like they're fucking Sonic water running through the Walmart. No, this chick, and actually today, I just came from work too. Today came like running into the store in a sports bra, and yeah.
hot. I don't know
Anyway.
about hot. Most people in Walmart are pretty
Yeah.
trashy.
This is true. This is very true.
I revoke my statement.
So like a few days ago, I don't remember. It was like a week ago. I brought my card out, right, to start stocking for the day. Okay, and I mean no offense to anybody by saying this story, okay, but it needs to be said. So I had a box, right? The very first box I picked up for that day. It was a box of Jiffy pizza crust mix. Okay.
Delicious.
I turned to face the shelf, and I was getting ready to stock it when I felt somebody like grab my shoulder and like pull me around. I'm like, what the fuck? I turn around and there was like this kid with like some serious like mental issues. Okay, like he's like in my face, like, like, and I'm like, what the fuck? And like I'm like freaking out because like somebody just like grabbed me, and he just takes the box out of my hand and just fucking runs, like full on just fucking takes off down my aisle, like just and he's gone. And I'm like standing there. I'm like, what the hell? Like this dude just stole my fucking box.
He has a box of Jiffy pizza crust now. You can't really do
Yeah,
much
you're not
against
wrong.
him.
But like, I don't even know what the hell he was thinking, or if he was
Did he
thinking,
eat
or
it?
if he can think.
Oh my god.
Did he eat it straight up, just like the powder, just chugged it?
I guess, dude. But no, whoever was with him like chased him down and got him and like got it back from me. She came back. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "It's fine." Like he didn't do anything to it. He just took off with it, and I was just like, it freaked me out for a second. I was
He
like,
didn't stick his wiener in it and nothing.
No.
Sad.
It was freaking great. But like, so many freaking weird people come into Walmart.
This
Like-
is true.
That is
Like
true.
an example for me. This was around Christmas time when everybody's all like, "Oh, we gotta get those Visa gift cards because everybody wants a Visa gift card for Christmas." And so this guy comes up to my line. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this," and I'm like, "Okay, I gotta check his ID and stuff like that." But it's the first time I've done this, so I'm gonna get manager to come help. Well, there's a manager just so happens to be right just next to me on the aisle. So I'm gonna call him over. I was gonna call him over. The dude just comes up and he just kind of like, here, take this. I'm like, what? And he's like, just take this. Just take this back. I don't want it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so he gives me the card. I'm like, oh, okay. And so he just starts walking away. I'm like, I didn't think anything of it. And it's just like, okay. And so my
like
manager,
200 fucking bucks.
no, my manager came over. I was like, yeah, I was just gonna have you help me like make sure his ID and all that stuff was all matched up and all that. But I guess he just didn't want it. And so he just starts walking out, and my manager just keeps an eye on him, and I keep looking back on him, and he just walked out of the store. Just nothing, just gonna get a Visa gift card, and suddenly it's like, oh, there's a manager there. Let's just not. And it's like, Was it just like?
I'm gonna go on a tangent real quick. There's no goddamn point to a Visa gift card.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's so dumb.
I think gift cards in general are stupid, but especially a Visa gift card where you can literally buy anything. If that person that could have just said with his like card or whatever, he could have just gotten money back, just cash back.
Yeah,
from
why
the
didn't you just get
register.
cash and just give it?
Because
There's no point for Visa gift cards. They're so
at the same
stupid.
time, it's like, who the hell honestly uses cash anymore? Like,
I do.
Really?
I mean, I don't, but like, I would if somebody gave me cash, I would spend it or
Oh,
put
yeah,
it in my
exactly.
bank account.
It's definitely like that.
Like-
It's
Put it
like
in my
that.
bank account or something like that, but
Yeah,
it's not hard to use it.
Also, speaking of cash, Drew, you still owe me $2.
that is
Oh,
true.
shit.
But like, I never see you, and I never have cash on me. But
I know.
it'll be okay. I'll buy you like a $2 game or something. Anyway,
Okay.
Send you
Ugh.
a dick pic.
no, that. Yeah, I was gonna say. Fuck. Wait, what? I feel like I just missed out on something like
Don't worry
super
about
important.
it.
Yeah, I'm
Go
just
on.
like fucking.
Don't worry about
retarded.
it. Just go on.
Okay,
Just go on.
whatever.
I only speak the truth.
Ooh.
So
That was
we're
good.
gonna try and
That
keep
was
these
good.
podcasts down to 30 minutes. so you guys-
PJ-13.
PG-13.
We already exceeded that
Pajamas.
shit already. Okay, retarded.
I'm pretty sure PG-13 is you can only see the F word like twice, and I think we've already covered that.
So
There we go.
anyway, oh right, okay. So today in school, I don't know if you guys, or I don't know if Cole, if you heard about this. We got put in a lockdown because somebody like barged into the school. So essentially,
Bet.
what happened was, somebody, Dylan. It was actually Dylan Boyer. Okay, was leaving
just throw
because
out the name.
vocational got to leave early today because it was a flip schedule.
Yep.
So she was leaving, and this guy was standing at the door that she was leaving at, and like she was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he was like, "I have to get inside." And she was like, you have to go through the office." And he's like, "No." And as she was like standing in the door, she just like he like pushed her out of the way and like ran in the school.
Oh my god.
And I was like, and like, and so she was like, what the fuck? And so she called the front office and like reported it, obviously, because I mean, like, what the fuck? And so they like put the whole school in lockdown, right? And so, people that were in the band room, right? The percussion ensemble was in there, and apparently, people with like AR-15s, like these big ass guns, come into the band room, and they just like casually walk in. They're like, "Haha, I have this big ass gun," and they search the whole fucking band room. Like they searched the whole thing, like the percussion room, everything.
Oh my god.
Like, and then I was in
Is there a terrorist
the math
underneath
room.
this drum set?
And I was in the math room, and I saw like Jeff, the resource officer, right? He like had his gun drawn, and he was like pointing it like around the hallway, like outside the door. I'm like, what the hell? And we weren't even in a red lockdown drill, like the one where you like
Oh
like
my
have
god.
to like hide
Like
or whatever.
hide
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
You were just kinda
we
like
were-
in
we were
orange
just, like,
lockdown. We're like,
in a
oh, just
yellow-
lock the door.
Yeah, just lock the
Just
door
lock
and
the door.
continue class. And you just
Watch
see all
the
these
guy
people.
just like leave his wallet or some shit in the classroom.
Yeah. No, and so like they just like we were just sitting there and we were looking outside and we see all these people like fucking big ass guns walking around, and so obviously we're getting kind of freaked out, like because you see all these people with like huge guns running around,
With, like, actual machine guns and
like
rifles and all
and-
that shit.
yeah, and so apparently all the guy wanted to do was drop off some clothes for his kid. And he left. He left
left?
before the cops got there. Like he was literally in. Like he came in, gave his son the clothes, and then left before the cops even got there. And so they searched the entire fucking school for this guy, and he wasn't there. And so they like checked the cameras and figured out who it was, and they called him. And I don't know what happened to him, but like if he got actually in trouble, or if they were just like you
have
can't
to go
do
to the
that.
office next time.
Oh my
Like
god.
it was like
So
it
they
was,
don't fucking.
what the hell? And so. Like my mom actually came into Walmart today, and she was like, what the hell happened to school today? Because they like called all of our parents and were like, your child is in a lockdown drill right now. Please don't panic. And I was like, that is the exact way to make your parents
don't panic. Your child is possibly getting shot at. Don't worry about it.
So
we got it under control.
I mean, my parents were just like, whatever.
Idea.
He just walked through one of the classrooms, gave the dudes some clothes, and walked
What's
out.
the best way we can keep parents from panicking? Oh, let's call them and tell them, hey, your kid's in a lockdown, but don't panic.
Yeah, oh my gosh. People are dumb.
Oh my god.
What I do is like, your kids are in lockdown, scream!
Oh my gosh. But no. But Mr. Pofflight came on in the announcements later. That's our principal, and he like explained the whole situation to us and everything, which was nice. I'm glad that he does that.
Yes,
so that way we're not like left in the dark. And
he's very good about filling people in on things that happen.
So, but it was funny, and like I didn't even realize it later, but later I got on my phone and looked at Dylan's Snapchat story, and she was like in her car with like a peace sign up, like just reported the guy for barging into school. And I was like,
oh my gosh, that is freaking nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Well, okay.
My god.
That also freaking reminds me. So, one time, I don't know if I ever told you this, Cole. One time I was in Walmart. I was stocking, right? And like all this like person came running into my aisle and was like, "Oh my god, have you seen what's happening?" And I'm like, "What?" And it's like a customer. It's just like a random person. And I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" And they're like, something's going on over by the milk. And I'm like, "Okay." And so I walk out, and there's like freaking paramedics over there, like full on just like running like over there, and they're like over there, and I walk over there, and there's like a bunch of like my like the other associates in Walmart, like the people I know, like standing around like holding like or trying to get people like to back away that are like standing around and like push them. I'm like, what the hell? And there's this like literally this person like having a seizure on the floor over by the
oh my gosh.
And there was like freaking paramedics like standing there, they're like doing all the thing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just joined the people around like and trying to keep everyone away. And so they finally like took them away. I don't know what happened to them, but it was just like, what the hell? Like, what a great time to have a seizure in front of the milk at Walmart.
Man, Drew sounds like working cab teams when you get all the interesting stuff to happen.
I mean, that's true.
Like
or you can get Brian to like damn near break your finger with a pallet. God damn it. Multiple times. I have a scar on my finger from him.
God, I love Brian.
Yeah, dude,
he's great.
Awesome. He's out right now because he's at the fucking Walmart Academy.
Yeah, I know.
Wait.
He told me that.
Before we go on, should we drop people's legitimate names if this ever goes off?
I mean, no.
But
listen, if it actually goes off, let's be honest here. I'll just delete this video or like the earlier videos.
Oh yeah.
So that way, like,
dude, what if this becomes like a cult classic?
Yeah.
People will know the story of Brian.
People will know the story of Brian, how he went to the Walmart Academy. Well, that'll make him better than he was. Dude, I feel bad for that guy. Like, he is one of the best men I've ever met in my life. And he has to walk to work.
Oof.
It's bad. He walks like an hour to work every single day. It's actually sad. And he's my boss. And, like, he's such a nice guy. And he's, like, actually amazing. And he has to walk to work.
So
in Indiana, where it gets, like, to the, like, where it gets below 0 in the winter. Like, literally, no, I offered to drive him home multiple times because in the winter, and he took me up a couple of times. He was like, yeah, I'll take you up on that. And after work, I would drive him home because of how freaking cold it got.
So what I'm hearing is we need to start a GoFundMe page for Brian to get a car.
But I think him and his girlfriend are working on getting one right now.
Something.
But yeah, they're getting. I think they found one that they can afford. But
nice.
which is awesome. But like,
That's
damn,
very
that
good.
guy is dedicated.
Yeah.
He
I
is
love
the
that
man.
guy.
The
He
man,
is.
the myth, the legend.
The Walmart god.
But yeah, dude, you get all the interesting stories. The extent of my interesting stories is people come through and they complain that they came in for one item and spent $400 on groceries. Because apparently every middle-aged person does that. They go and they're like, "Oh yeah, I came in for shampoo and have a cart and a half full of groceries." It's like, how do you even pull this off? This is why if you come in for one thing, you don't grab a freaking cart. Jesus. Like,
my
I'm just gonna come in for shampoo. Let me grab this cart. Like, yes, that's a genius fucking idea. God.
Yeah, no, I don't have to deal with that. I have to deal with people bitching about things that are out of stock. And for those of you who don't know out there that are watching this video right now, Walmart does not
The
have
total
an
of 10 of you.
infinite fucking abyss in their back room full of all the shit we stock. Okay? Like, we don't. It comes in trucks every single day, and we stock whatever we get on the truck, and we don't keep stuff in the back room. So if something's not on the shelf, it won't be in by tomorrow at the latest. We don't just have an infinite warehouse in the back of our fucking store with everything in the world.
Are you sure about that?
Our back room is literally an oversized hallway. Okay, it is literally like a
This is
20-foot tall hallway.
This is true.
Like it literally is. Okay.
This is very true. It is just a hallway.
Like it's not anything.
It's a hallway
special.
that they slammed a break room into, and
Yeah.
even that's.
They like squish things in the hallway. Like literally, like there are some days I go back there and I have to like I'm like a relatively skinny guy and I have to like turn to the side and like squeeze through there. It's so fucking tight back there.
Just pull a freaking Mission Impossible. It's like da 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 da. Oh, it's so bad.
But oh my gosh, that pisses me off. Like when people are like,
Freaking.
you don't have this in stock. Can you go check in the bag? And I'm like, it's not back there. Like
Just be like, I literally unloaded this truck 5 minutes ago. We don't have it. I'm sorry that you can't find your 1,200 boxes of toaster pastries.
Somebody
for tomorrow.
complained to me about me to a CSM because like they name dropped my name because we didn't have Ritz bits, like the peanut butter Ritz bits, and they said it was my fault. They're like, that Andrew kid didn't stock the Ritz bits. That's what they said. I was like, we didn't have them for me to stock, you bitch.
Oh my god. Alright, so I think that's enough about Walmart. Adam, what's going on in Florida?
Oh god, dude, this whole time I've been looking up more stories about Florida.
Didn't you and I come to a consensus earlier that Florida is filled with 4 types of people? It's filled with drug addicts,
Old people.
murderers, old people, and tourists.
Yes.
Wait, what was the second one?
Drug addicts, murderers, tourists, and old people.
I mean,
Those are the 4.
why
those are the
murderers?
only
It's not
people.
Detroit.
There's.
I mean, there is here
There's
too.
a lot
Like,
of stuff.
there's a lot of murders.
Like for instance, this story. Let me hit you with it. Florida husband stabbed wife with box cutter for putting voodoo curse on him. George Hernandez, 53, was arrested at Lauderhill Shopping Center and charged with attempted premeditated murder. Records show he was being held at Broward County Jail. Hernandez and his wife were sitting in a Nissan Rogue in the shopping center parking lot when the man began attacking the woman with a box cutter.
What?
Somehow witnesses are stating that the male mentioned something about voodoo? Santiago said.
What the fuck? I can't even.
At that time, he began attacking his wife, who was in the passenger seat with what appears to be a box cutter.
Why? Okay. What I'm confused about is how anybody can possibly think that somebody put a goddamn voodoo curse on them, and then gets it so driven insane to the point that they feel the need to like stab somebody with a box cutter.
What if that was her plan, though? What if she actually casted a voodoo curse on him and that caused him to attack her? That was like her plan all along.
Yeah, some weird assisted suicide thing.
Her plan all along was to get
dude.
assisted suicide. So
She's not fatal. She's not fatal. She's alive, but
Oh.
So it's like either she dies or she survives and her husband goes to jail.
So she
It's a
wants to get her
win-win
husband
for her.
arrested.
Exactly. Then she can go cheat and feel better because he's in jail.
And if she does have like voodoo magic, she can bring herself to life or something, dude.
Exactly.
Okay. So the other day in advanced comp, I fucking hate that class. But anyway, she had us write an opinionated like argument or just like an opinionated like short thing about whether or not we believed in like fortune telling and like if all that shit was like actually real and all
It's
that
a
crap.
scam.
And like we came like people raised their hands, okay, and a surprising amount of people said yes. Like I was expecting
Oh
one or
my
two,
God.
right? It was like
It's
10.
literally,
I don't know.
it's literally just a fucking psychology scam. You start with a really, really, really broad question, and then you start narrowing it down because the person answers the question like, "Oh, I'm sensing like a faint. I'm hearing like a faint voice of a relative. Oh my gosh, really? My brother just died 3 weeks ago. Oh, really? I think I'm hearing your brother. Oh yeah, his name was, and it's like, oh really? His name was Carl. Oh, yeah, it's Carl. It's Carl. Right?
Yeah, it's Carl. Yeah.
It's
Fucking,
like,
oh my
it's
God.
like, it's just a fucking psychology scam. You ask broad questions and people give you the answers to the questions you'll ask later.
Oh my God.
But I don't know. I had some weird experiences in my life, say with my entire family, really, where like we kind of guess the future just out of like weird dream segments.
I do the same thing. Oh my God, it's weird.
Like my mom, a couple days, there's like this big tsunami thing that happened. It killed a whole bunch of people. I think in like either it was like Haiti or somewhere else east.
Probably somewhere like
that.
Japan or some shit.
I don't think of Japan.
It wasn't
Maybe
Japan
actually. But she just had this whole dream of like a giant wave coming towards her and then like crashed and killed all these people. And then like literally the next day when she woke up.
Boom, tsunami.
Boom.
Everyone died.
I don't know. I've had some weird deja vu experiences. It's mostly like minor stuff, but like when when I'm doing stuff and I don't know, like when I'm playing a game or some shit and I'm talking to say you or Drew or something, I say the exact sentences and I know I'm saying it, but it's not by choice. Kind of. It's weird.
I had that same thing.
It's like da 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 da, and I'm like, I've said this before.
I had one of those instances like last year. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to class, and then we're gonna get in this conversation about this topic, and the exact conversation with the exact wording happened. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Maybe we should be fortune tellers.
Yeah, and the once a year thing that happens, and we'll make millions.
Yeah, bro. It's over minor stuff too. Like, hey, did you put the bread tie on the bread? Yeah. Oh my God. Millions right there. Boom.
Boom.
We'll pay you $100 per bread tie.
Future bread ties. Shit, he's right.
Oh my God, so crazy.
Dude, here's another one I'll hit with you. Miniature pony gets police escort home in South Florida.
What?
Okay, how did they know where the pony lived? Why did it get a police escort? A police escort and not like an animal control thing. And why didn't they just ride it?
Mini pony?
Yeah, why didn't they?
Was there a midget riding
It's
a mini
just he's slowly coasting along the sidewalk with a horse slowly following.
pony? Okay.
There's a guy videotaping him too. That's it. I think it's a woman actually. I can't tell.
That's the whole. That's the whole.
That's our tax
story.
dollars right there, boys.
Yep, that's our tax
Yeah,
dollars.
boy.
Oh shit! That mini horse got out. We better escort him home.
When the guy is over there stabbing his wife because of voodoo.
All right, time to get the horse.
Time to get the horse.
No. But seriously, guys, would you get like a weird pet, like a Shetland pony or something like that?
No.
Dude, I would love to have a miniature pony.
I wouldn't.
That would be the shit.
No. Not like a
Literally and figuratively.
Oh shit! I don't know. I don't.
Would they drop huge duties? I'm just saying, man. Like they're miniature ponies.
I think I would just still stick with just like a dog. I would just want like vanilla dog.
But it's like a dog though, ain't it? It's
Yes,
like
that's
a dog sized.
It's a dog-sized horse.
Yeah, exactly.
But horses aren't like dogs. They don't like move like dogs.
Why can't they be like dogs?
What are you talking about?
Dude, you can pet on the head.
That's like saying
You can follow rules and shit.
what? That's like saying like my cat is like my dog. Why can't it be a dog?
Yeah, exactly.
What the
No,
hell?
I feel like horses are the most dog-like animals, though.
I mean,
Kinda,
I
you know what I
agree,
mean?
but they're not dogs. Like they're not.
I'm pretty sure you could train one to sit and do all this other crap. You can make
Yeah,
him a
but,
dog.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it
you can train any animal.
He's
But
my
like
blind-
dogs like run around your house and do all that
Dude.
kind of stuff. And they're like,
Imagine a blind
horses don't
man
do that.
with a
A
Shetland
blind man with a
pony.
seeing eye horse.
Seeing eye.
Just this blind guy walking into Walmart with a freaking miniature pony. You're like, what the hell? I was like, dude, you can't have that here. It's like, dude, it's my service pet. What?
It like even has one
Dude,
of the little
what?
vests
No,
on
no,
it.
no, no. Let's go deeper in this rabbit hole. Seeing eye iguana, dude.
Oh my god.
Big ass list.
No, wait, aren't iguanas the ones that like blend in?
No, that's chameleons.
No, it's
Oh,
chameleon.
no,
shit,
I'm
dude.
a
Seeing eye chameleons, dude.
Come a chameleon. Yeah, just a fucking seeing eye chameleon. Sir, what do you have your leash on? It's a chameleon. Where is it? Starts feeling something randomly, start climbing up their leg. What the fuck?
That's just my seeing eyes.
I'm always concerned that one of the old ass Walmart greeters are gonna see like some random ass shit come through that door, and they're just gonna.
Oh my god! Speaking of freaking Walmart greeters, there is one that I am surprised still has a job because like every freaking 5 minutes she's sitting there at the door just in her freaking pushing chair cart thing she
I
has.
know
It's
what
like
you're talking about.
it's like, how do you have a job? You're asleep for 20 minutes and then you wake up for like 30 seconds and then you're back asleep at the door. It's like, how have you not gotten in trouble yet? Like what even?
And they make just as much money as we do.
Oh, I know.
Hold up. On the topic of Walmart again, I just remembered a story my mother told me. It's pretty bad. So, she went grocery shopping in Walmart. She doesn't usually do this, and I doubt she does it anymore after this. But she's getting some groceries in Walmart because she needed them. And as she got all her crap, she went to the cashier line. There's this big boy right in front of her. And you can smell the sweat rolls, dude. And this is me exaggerating a bit, but basically she's right behind him, and you just hear this right in front of her. They're like back to back because the line's so full, but it's just like right in front of her, and he just like looks at her, and then he does like a nod, and then turns his head back. He doesn't even say sorry. He just nods.
It's like, you're welcome.
You're welcome. She's like, yeah, that's it. That's Walmart in a nutshell, really.
My parents' idea for how Walmart could make more money is just have like a way to like make a second floor and just have it be like people can go up there and like have a glass floor and you can literally just sit there and buy drinks and stuff and people watch. Like it'd be like a lounge area above the actual store where you just lounge and people watch, and it would be they would make billions of dollars.
When I stock, I want to dick around. I want to feel somebody watching me. Oh, dude, that fucking reminds me. Okay. So I was stocking in my aisle 10-11 with this other guy who I'm not gonna name, but
good idea.
He okay, I'm just gonna say he's black. Okay, he's black. All right, and so this other black guy comes into the aisle, and I guess they knew each other, right? And I didn't like really think of anything of it at first. Like they started talking or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And so I kept going with my job. So as I'm like going there, he's like the one that like came in the aisle was like, hey, I think I got something for us. And he was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I think we're gonna make a lot of money off of this one. He was like, how much are you talking? He was like $10,000 or $15,000. And I'm like sitting there like, what the fuck? Did I just listen to like some like random ass like a bank robbery or a drug deal go down? It's bad. I was spooked. And I just like ran away.
That's where you just start like slowly creeping back and hope that they don't like see you. It's like, it's okay. I didn't hear anything. Just go on with your day, man. Oh.
All right, I have on the previous topic of weaponry in schools, right?
Right.
Florida man discharges gun while teaching firearm safety. A Florida man told sheriff's deputy that he accidentally discharged a pistol while he was teaching gun safety to 3 young people.
That's good. That is good.
People are
Fun times.
All
There are
right.
a lot of dumb people in the world.
What?
Oh my God.
People
I have 2 more stories if you want to hear them too.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I'll read the titles. You can tell me which one you want to hear.
Okay.
Man slapped with big mouth Billy Bass singing fish after argument. And then there's Florida man arrested after asking what would happen if I stole some beer.
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know, Cole. What do you think?
I like the man getting slapped with the fish.
All right. Yeah, let's go for it.
It's the big singing fish, apparently. Okay. A Sebastian man hurled a big mouth Billy Bass at another man during an argument. Sebastian Police says. George Carney, 54, is facing a charge of domestic battery. After police say he slapped a man with a toy fish on April 26th.
It's a toy fish? Oh my
It's a
god.
toy fish.
I thought it was the actual
No,
fish.
it's like you press the button and it turns its head like, oh, it's one of those fish. I imagine he just chucks it and like he hits him in the face and like somehow his face hits the button and it sings. It makes me happy. I just wish.
Oh my god.
The man told police he was arguing with Carney because Carney was playing with the fish just to aggravate him. Fed up, the man said he put the fish into the trash.
Florida people are so freaking crazy.
Florida people are their own breed.
I agree with that statement.
All right, I think we should make this like an official thing of this channel.
Florida?
The YakPak Florida news, where we just talk about random ass shit going on in Florida.
Random shit
None of us
that
have Florida. What?
What's our news in Florida?
Yeah. What's our news in Florida today, Adam?
Well, a man tried to buy alcohol and said what would happen if he stole it.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, save that one for next time. I think we're gonna wrap it up for here, guys. Thank you all for watching, and we will be with you next Friday.
Deuces.
Friday.
Yep, Fridays now.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna be uploading these on Fridays for everyone. So we will see you
Friday.